Alright, now let's begin. In this video, I'm going to show you how to draw a base foundation sketch. Let's start with a flesh-colored background, something close to like a skin color tone. And on a new layer, let's start sketching out the basics of our face. In the brush window, select a basic round brush, and also turn on the shape dynamic so that you have a nice pinpoint to your brush, especially when you press, you can have a thick and a thin line. You can also choose to leave your dual brush on as well, which will give a nice pencil kind of sketch to your drawing. Even lower the opacity and fill of your brush so that it doesn't lay down as heavy. Now I'm essentially drawing the outline of a face, starting with the jaw, the head, and it's kind of a 3/4 or 3/4 pose. Remember to draw in the ear. We're just going to put kind of a loose shape, and also drawing like horizontal and vertical lines indicating where the eyes, the nose, and the mouth will be placed on our face. Think of the face almost like a cylinder that kind of rotates around. So when you're drawing your horizontal lines, make sure they have a curved touch to them. They're not completely flat. I'm going to rotate the head a little bit to the right because I think it's too much of an angle right now. And now let's start drawing in our eyes, our eyebrows, just rough indicators on where everything will go. You don't have to worry about adding too much detail in this stage. This is mostly about just putting in placemats for when we paint later, we know where everything is. Now I'm going to start drawing in some almond-shaped eyes. The distance between the two eyes is the space of a regular eye. And now let's start drawing in the lips. In a previous video that I had done for Freepik, I go into detail on how to draw in the lip shape. They're essentially like 3 different semicircles kind of put together when it comes to the top lip, and 2 round curves put together in the bottom lip. And now I'm adding in indicators of where the cheekbones are. This is important to remember that when I'm going to be painting in the light, I know which direction my brush strokes should be in. Now I think that the chin is a little too big, so I'm going to make it a little smaller. Just remember that our sketch is of a woman, so automatically if you look at the facial structure of what a woman's face is, it naturally has a smaller chin when compared to a more masculine looking face, which would generally have a longer jaw in that case. And now I'm just going to kind of loosely add in the neck and the shoulders and just give a brief outline of where everything is. You can also color in the pupils so we know what direction our drawing is looking in. And now, of course, let's finally just draw in the hair. I'm just going to create like a loose shape going around the head. I'm not going to add too much detail because our focal point is primarily going to be in adding in the facial features. Now, I'm mostly happy with the way the sketch looks. I don't want to add in too much detail in this stage because when I finally go in and start painting, I'm going to add much more definition, and it's going to look a little different as I keep painting. So let's move on to the next video now, and I'm going to show you how to start underpainting your sketch and bringing in some color.